Welcome back, everybody. This is My Journey 4K. We are back in IMSA fixed in the Dallara P217. Let's get into it. Looks like we're starting this race in 16th position in our class. Strength of the field today is a 27.54. Big crash in the chicane. We're going off the track, bouncing off the curb, and gonna hit somebody early. GT3 cars are starting to catch the back of the field now. Somebody with a very similar paint scheme. We are the number 50. I'm not sure if that's exactly the same or not yet. Near the back of the field at the moment. We're coming into this race with a 1233 rating. You can see the damage on the side of our vehicle. Taking a big early hit, mostly our fault. We had to go off track to avoid a crash. Hit the curb, really couldn't do much, we were bouncing around. Starting to catch the back of the field now though. This is a 35-minute race, A license requirement for entry. We're gonna need to stop for fuel once. Oh, another crash. Car spun up ahead and was facing the wrong way. We've caught the back of the field and now we've got this bright green car directly in front of us. I have to assume we've gained a few positions due to those crashes, although we did get in our own that slowed us up and damaged our vehicle a bit. We're probably going to look to pit a little early. Looks like it was a fairly large field today. Some cars pulling into the pits. Cars going side by side in front of us. Not sure if we're gonna get a run and be able to make a move here or not. Still trying to chase down this bright green car. They're not gonna have the best exit here. Looks like we're up to 12th in our class now. Car behind has caught us due to the traffic in front. Lap 1 complete. Our tires should be up to 10th now. We do have a little bit of car damage we're going to have to deal with. At least till we get in the pits and maybe get that completely fixed. Green car looking like it wants to make a move there. I think it's close to the same paint scheme, but not exact. I think we have a slightly lighter color in the back. They went gray and gray. We are the number 50 LMP2 car here. Not really sure what decides what car number you get. We do set preferences, but I rarely ever see it. I'm not completely convinced it's because you're highest rated. Going to lose a tiny bit of time to the car in front. But not much. We're really hanging in there. Fairly close field here for several of the cars. Still says we're in 12th position in our class. This is multi-class racing. There's 3 classes, the hypercar class, then our class, the LMP2 prototypes, and the GT3 class, which is going to be the slower group. Trying to defend my position here, it looks like. Green car has a bit of a run on the car in front of them. Going to try on the outside. Going to see if that gives us an opportunity for a position here. We're catching them pretty quick. The green car did make the pass. We're now right up on this 46. We're going to sit in the draft for a second, maybe have a run, look into the inside. We are going to go side by side briefly, but they're going to come back out in front. Maybe we're looking for the crossback here. And jumping up on that curb quite a bit. We are all over them, but so is the car behind us. Hypercar back there, not too far. BMW. Unexpected to see them this early. They may have had an issue that I didn't really see, but they had to pull off into the pits. Car behind looking like it's trying to get by, but the hypercar is getting by as well. We have to tuck in behind here just for a little bit. Could be that the hypercar slows down the car in front of us and we get a run on them here. Looks like that might be the case. They've got a bad line coming out of this corner. We're going to be all over them. We'll have to see if we can make a move to get by for 11th position. We did start this race 16th in our class. We're already up 4 spots, looking for another. I think we had the room. We're going to try to the inside here for a bit of a defense, actually. We had to defend that. Some smoke up ahead, not sure what that was all about. White LMP2 car now in between the car in front of us and that green one we were behind not long ago. Cars behind going side by side. The one on the inside locked it up. Their battle is gonna relieve some of that pressure behind us now. Up to 11th in our class. So the battle ahead is for 10th. They do have a very similar paint scheme now that the light has fully come out. I think it might be the same. It's rare we see this. It's happened once or twice before. They're going a little wide in that corner. Gap behind is opening up. Their battle's really causing issues for the car that was behind us. We've got about a second now, I think. Less than a second to the car in front still. Trying to chase them down. Seeing whatever happened to that white LMP2 car in front of us. They're trying to chase down the green car again. We did take damage, so we're going to need to come into the pits as early as we can to get that repaired, at least some of it. Probably not getting the best lap times because of that early damage. Happened really before we even started the first lap. Coming out of those last corners is very dangerous for the LMP2 cars. Some smoke over there on the outside, not sure. Didn't see any cars out there. Cars behind going side by side again. It looks like the one has made the move and got by. We're going to try and come back at it. We're still in 11th in our class. Cars in front going side by side there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Trying to catch 10th position right now. Currently in 11th. We did start the race in 16th. Took a hit early on, mostly our fault. Had to cut the corner early to avoid an accident. And we hit the curb hard. Car in front locking up the brakes a little bit. Seeing the cars behind still battling, trying to hold each other off. The white car and green car in front are also still nose to tail. Might give us an opportunity. And a little bit of a safe zone. They're going side by side in front. That should allow us to start to catch some of them. Cars behind catching just a little bit. Looks like we may have a run on the car in front of us right now in the draft. Flashing our lights. We're going to try to the outside. Flashing our lights, still on their tail. Gonna look to go to the normal racing line coming into the chicane. Hopefully we have a better exit. Cars behind are also quite close. They went a little bit wide. Not sure if we've got it here. We are flashing our lights. We have a run on them. We're on the outside. They locked it up just a little bit. We don't have the exit there. Nose to tail for 4 cars in a row here. That attempt really slowed us down a little bit. We didn't want that to happen. Cars behind have caught us. All over the tail of them now. We're going to have to go to the outside. We've got to run here. I think we can make this happen. They braked a little bit early. Going to look to try and come back on us. I think we have that pass done. 10th position. One. Took us a while to get by them, but then we had a run on the Camel Straight. Took the inside line coming into those corners. Now they're in trouble for the car behind there. That is the battle for 11th. They're going wide. They're going to lose another position, it looks like. Maybe 2. Those guys are so close to each other, nose to tail. Looks like that's going to open up the gap a little bit to the car behind us. Looking to chase down that green LMP2 again in front. Less than a second gap, though. So the car's behind. We'll have to see if they have issues. And number 46. Oh no, white LMP2 cars facing the wrong way in the chicane. See them backing up now. They were in the way that allowed the cars behind to close the gap a little bit. I believe that's 9th position. Coming out of turn 1. Currently 9th in class. Whoa, big crash up ahead. My goodness. We're lucky to get away from that without any issues. We should be up to 8th now. Trying to chase down that green LMP2 car in front of us. A little bit worried about the 2 behind right now. And they have been able to catch up mostly because of cars facing the wrong way on the track in front of us. Trying to keep that line tight in there so they can't get the pass. We do have a little bit of car damage. Pit window should be open. I would expect this to come in soon. Hopefully just for fuel. Car behind is actually starting to gain in that gold and red car that's way back there now. Not way back there, less than a second back, but we're now needing to defend against the 37 car that's behind us. Doing okay at the moment. I'd like to not have to come into the pits with somebody right on my tail. I think I might have had a slightly better exit here. 15 minutes into the race, 20 minutes remain. pit window should be open. We'll see if we come in now. I think we will. Nope, not yet. Looking to defend our position still. Trying to catch that green LMP2 car in front of us. Eighth place in our class. Oh, got sideways coming out of turn one. We're gonna lose one, maybe two positions here. We are side by side. Just got up to 8th position. Now we're back down to 10th. Lost control. Really wish I would have stopped into the pits there. Let them battle and slow each other down. You can see the green LMP2 car not too far ahead still. This group might catch them. Give us that opportunity. Our car says 8th place. We are in 10th. We took a little damage early. I've been running fairly clean since. But then we just lost control coming out of turn one, went sideways. Just lost enough momentum to fall behind the two cars that were right behind us. Car in front's been going a little bit wide in some of these corners. Looks like they are nervous that we're going to catch and pass them again. They need to get in front of that car in front of them. Still not pulling into the pits. We need to repair our damage. Wonder if we forgot about it and are just trying to push till we see the GT3s, which we are starting to see now. Says we're in 8th place in our class. Cars must have stopped. Starting their pit stops now. So instead of falling to 10th, we actually gained those spots back due to pit stops in front of us. Gonna be able to go full speed here, I think, right on the tail of the car in front of us now. Looks like we might make a move, flashing our lights, trying to go to the inside. Trying to run down and catch 7th position right now. We still do need to make our pit stop. Catching the GT3 cars now. You can see the car behind held up a little bit by the Mercedes. We're catching a Porsche here. Not sure if we'll get by before the S's, which will slow down the car in front a little bit. That'll allow us to close the gap again. There we go, nose to tail. Gonna force that Porsche on the outside. Or the inside. Oh, they got in our way a little bit. And cross back over. Hopefully we pull into the pits now, but we could push it till fuel. Our lap times are okay, not the best, but we want to get that damage repaired. I'm gonna do another lap here. Pushing it. I guess the car's feeling good. Still trying to catch this 42 car in front of us. 7th in our class currently. We do still need to make our pit stops. The blue and yellow car behind is starting to catch up a little bit through the traffic. Maybe we had a little bit of an issue trying to make Well, we're just trying to get around that GT3 car, and it slowed us down on that exit for that straight. And we lost some time now to the car in front, and the car behind's catching a little bit. I think it's gonna be busy on pit exit. We'll get around the GT3 car here. It should slow down the car behind most likely. It'll be hard for them to get a full speed run out of that corner. You can see some of the damage on the right hand side of our car. And you see the left hand side, it's all smooth body panels, and then you see that side and you can see the gap. A little dent. Side damage is definitely better to have than front or rear car damage. And almost everything's better than having wheel damage. Should be coming into the pit soon. Not this time around. We're gonna go around again. Should have the fuel. We're pushing it. We're up to 6th position in class now. Passing people in the pits. Catching a lot more GT3 cars. There he is. Black car that was in the pits. And just exited behind us. Their pit stop's over. When we stop, they're going to be well in front of us. And they're probably also going to disturb that yellow and blue car behind. It could be one of the leaders there, honestly. GT3 car is going to slow us up a little bit here. We're going to get by the Ferrari on the inside. And that will force the blue and yellow car to be stuck behind in that corner. The GT3 looks like it might have held them both up. They did come in contact with each other. A bit of smoke there. Catching another GT3 car flashing our lights. Looking to go to the inside here, I think. Ooh, we had to lock it up to avoid contact. I think they came down into the corner a bit hard on us. We're going to stay to the inside here and try and defend our position, which I think we did successfully. We do have those cars right on us. That black car is having trouble getting by. The yellow and blue car is really holding them up. I think we're going to get by the GT3s here okay. Slowing up everybody behind us. He's going defensive again. That other car really has got the pace on us, though. We're going to stay to the inside, I think, because we're going to pit here. We've got to be pitting soon. He's really defending that. Going to cut us off into the pits. They locked it up coming in. They are in our way. Not sure if we're going to come out before them or not. We'll have to see. Oh, did we overshoot it? No. Just right. I'm waiting for a little bit of damage repair probably there. Over the pits now, we're starting to see the hypercars. As we're coming out in 9th, we've got the white LMP2 car behind us. I think that's the one that had made a mistake earlier, which allowed us to get by. Probably, I think they were spun at the bus stop chicane. Catching GT3 cars as the hypercars are catching us now. A little over 25 minutes into the race with 10 minutes remain. We are fueled up. Hopefully we got some damage repair done. GT3 car is going to go side by side in front of us. Not something we want to see right now. Really holding us up. You can see the white LMP2 car starting to catch behind. We're going to try and get around the outside of both of them here. LMP2 cars nose to tail. We're going to get them cut off a little bit. We got by both GT3s. They did not. It should allow us to maintain some of that gap, but they're getting close now. Whoa, hypercar going in the grass behind us. That's a BMW. Barely getting on track now. They are probably going to cause issues for one of us here at some point. I don't want to get by us again. Off into the grass though. Really slowed them up. Catching a Porsche. Flashing our lights. Letting them know we're going to be here soon. See if we can take the inside here. Looks like we got it before the corner. They're going to flash their lights at us. They didn't like that, but we're cutting people off behind us. Trying to open up that gap. Oh, the white car behind slid and lost control. I don't know if the hypercar was involved. That is going to give us some room. Currently up to 12th in class, it says. LMP2 car coming out of the pits directly in front of us. The 42 car, we were in the mix with them earlier. They waited to pit. GT3 cars just up ahead. Looks like maybe somebody got slowed up there. Flashing our lights. Maybe just trying to distract her. We do have a run. GT3 cars are starting to get in the way. We're almost going to go 3 wide there coming into the corners. We're going to force the GT3 car a little bit off the line. Attacking the LMP2 car in front of us. We're going to have to go wide to avoid contact. Aggressively blocking that. Hypercar is finally starting to catch up. With a Cadillac not far behind them, the BMW really had some problems. The LMP2 car behind us definitely helped slow them up, prevent them from passing us too early. We're going to try and stay on the inside, maybe let them by if they can catch. No, not quite. Currently 12th in class. We started the race in 16th. We're just trying to get back to the racing line, get a decent exit here. Cadillac is catching us quick. We don't want to give up too much time to that car just in front of us. Just a few minutes remain in the race. Cadillac is going to catch and try and go to the inside of the 42 car in front of us. Looks like it may have slowed him down a little bit. A couple more hypercars starting to catch now. A Cadillac and an Acura nose to tail behind us. We are 11th in class now. Somebody must have made that pit stop. We're trying to chase down 10th though. Not too far ahead. Couple hypercars starting to catch us now, but they're not going to slow us up, it looks like. Should be able to get by on the straight. Going extra wide for them so that we don't interrupt their battle. We did see that coming. A little bit offline, but we should be okay. Hopefully they slow up the car in front of us. We get another chance at 10th position here. GT3 cars coming up ahead as well. A lot of traffic here. Ooh, somebody lost control and is now behind us. Looked like they were in 8th. That should give us 10th position now. GT3 car just ahead. We're flashing our lights trying to get by. You can see 3 hypercars behind the LMP2 car behind us. lost time to the car in front of us a little bit. A little more than a second gap, it looks like, to the car in front. Traffic has really slowed us down. Another car spun off to the side of the road. So yellow and blue LMP2. Not sure if that was fourth position. A little more than 30 minutes in the race now. Hypercar catching now into the chicane. About to see what it updates us to. Trying to stay out of the way of the hypercar, getting the blue flag there. We should be able to get by here in turn 1 without issues. Looks like we're up to 9th in class now. Place just behind us. Getting passed by a hypercar BMW at the moment. Looks like we're catching a Ferrari while a hypercar is catching us. Hopefully we don't have to go 3 wide. We are flashing, going to be able to get behind the BMW in front of the GT3 car before the corner. It looks like the LMP2 car behind also got past the GT3 there. That inside line didn't cut off the LMP2 car. Looks like 8th place just in front of us, getting passed by some hypercars. 10th place, not too far from us. We are in 9th in our class currently. Look like issues from spins. People had crashed in some GT3 cars, maybe? Looks like the repairs had completed. There is no more gap, it looks like, or if it is, it's much smaller now. Not much time remains in the race. Cadillac's going to go to the inside of us here. I think we're still 9th in class. Trying to fend off the car behind. The LMP2 car in front of us locking it up in turn 1. Might be able to give us an opportunity. They're just in front of the GT3 car. We're starting to catch now. Still lots of traffic in front and behind. You can see 2 LMP2 cars not too far behind us. We're not far behind the one in front of us. Maybe a little more than a second. The GT3 car is going to cut him off now. That should give us a bit of a gap here. Looks like the yellow and blue car might be catching them. Could be a battle behind us, slowing down the cars behind. Let us open up that gap a little bit more. Acura hypercar is starting to catch, just getting around the GT3 car behind us now. We can still see 8th place, a little more than a second in front of us. Time is nearing the end. There should be one more lap after this one. Cars behind battling. They are nose to tail currently. Hypercar is going to get by the 2 LMP2 cars behind us fairly cleanly, I think. They're not going to be bothering us till this straightaway up here. Still just over a second to the car in front. It looked like maybe we had closed the gap a little bit, but not quite yet. Still 9th in class. Saw him waving the white flag there. This is the last lap. Flashing our lights, catching a GT3 car now. Can see the LMP2 car we're trying to chase down just in front of us there. Oh, we locked it up coming into that corner. Oh no! Again, and we went wide in the gravel. We're gonna get back on track, but just behind the Porsche LMP2 car, losing 2 positions on the last lap. Trying to go to the inside, we locked it up. Fell to 11th now. Looking to maybe get that one back. They're catching GT3 cars, slowing them down. We've got a run on them. Gonna be right on their tail. Going a little wide there. GT3 car almost hit us, it looked like. Maybe they did touch us. I think that was the same GT3 we were passing when we locked it up and went off track. Just barely off track. Losing time to the car in front just a little bit. Into the last corners now. Cadillac won't catch us and pass us yet. Well, that'll be it. We started the race in 16th in our class. We finished in 11th. Almost had 9th. Our rating went from a 1233. We gained 22 points. And we end up with a 1255 at the end of this one. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.